Oh shoot, I just realized. Hold on. I just realized that I was like muted. So I don't know if you guys heard my whole like talking about an origami that we're gonna do on Sunday, but this came from Amazon. I'm holding it right now. You guys can't see it. I'm hoping I can like show you guys like what I can do with like origami. Hopefully it's not just like a, I don't know, just somebody's failed attempt at like modern art. It can't be that bad, but I'm really looking forward to it. So yeah, when I was muted, I said, was everybody having like a good Friday so far? Is everybody doing well? I hope you guys are. It's just a regular just chatting stream. I thought about doing more of these mostly because I feel like I've been playing like a ton of games, and I don't really have a whole lot of time just to talk to people in general. And I feel like that's probably more important, rather than just, I don't know, just playing games and just... I mean, I chat playing games, but I'd rather do this as well. So yeah, usually during the just chatting streams, or, well, when I just talk about stuff, I just talk about things I found that were interesting, or things that I did that I thought was interesting. And today, I didn't really do a whole lot. You know, I just came home from work, and I started editing some stuff. I like to think that I'm probably like really close to finishing this current video I have. Like, it's about 75% done. But I feel like whenever I start editing, I can't help but like... I don't know if anybody is like a YouTuber as well, or like a content creator, but usually whenever I start editing, I can't help but feel like add more stuff to it. Like, back when I first started like making videos, I wasn't really thinking about like the process or whether or not something should be quality. I just made videos based off of like quantity, I would just upload daily without thinking about whether or not this is like valuable to somebody that's watching. But when I got more into it, I started, maybe it's like the perfectionist in me. I feel like whenever I make something, like for like editing purposes, it's like something I'm missing, but I can never fully fulfill it. It's like you know how you have like a 100-piece puzzle, and in the box there's like 99 pieces, and you're wondering where the hell the one extra piece is. It's kind of like that. But yeah, that's so far I'm getting to it. Maybe I gotta talk a little bit slower. Yeah, so far I'm still editing, and it's a bit difficult, but I'm getting through it. I hope I can get it by tomorrow. If anybody's wondering, I'm not really gonna spoil it. I just thought it was like a fun idea. So yeah, I've also been thinking about doing more handcam streams. More so with the addition of like the origami stream that's up and coming. I'm not sure if people would be like into like more hand cams, but I do enjoy them. It's kind of like it's kind of like just chatting, except you have something to do right in front of you, and I'm just not like staring at you guys the whole entire time. So yeah, that's something that's up and coming. I'm not sure if you guys are into origami, but that's something I wanted to try out, and hopefully there's more stuff that we can try out. Although I think, from the looks of it, I've already done like a ton of stuff that through the hand cams. There's nothing I can really think of that I haven't done yet. I mean, something that isn't like crafting stuff, that isn't cooking, or baking, or making. It would have to be like super different. Alright. Hey Kazi. I hope you're having a nice day so far. Or a nice night. Sometimes I feel like I talk really fast. Maybe it's because I've been recording a whole lot. But yeah, I've just been talking about doing more handcam streams, and also trying to get through a video that I'm currently editing. Like, I want to do more, I just don't know what. Originally, like I said, I don't know if I said this before, I wanted to like, I didn't really want to play a game today. I feel like I play a bunch of games. Like, maybe it's that I've gotten older and I've gotten to the point where, or maybe like when you play too many MMOs, like it sort of does something to you. It's like when you play an MMO, it's just like doing chores. Or like virtual chores. I'm good, how are you? I'm doing fine. Like, I'm not like doing bad or anything. There's like some days where I feel like, I don't know, maybe it's like not 100%. It's like some days I feel like I can do more. Like, you know, when some people say you gotta give it your 110% or something. But you're only at like maybe 50%. It's like, where does the extra 60% come from? It's kind of funny whenever I think about like giving it your all. It's like, where would the motivation come from? But for me, I feel like like the motivation kind of just comes from knowing that if you keep doing something, things are gonna look up. There's like some people that, I don't know, maybe for some people they give up when the going gets tough. Or some people might give up when maybe things don't go their way and things might collapse or like fall apart in an instant, I mean. But for me, usually, even though I know that things can be bad, eventually it will look up. I don't know when, but sometimes you gotta have dark and then you have light. Because if you don't have light, then you don't have dark, and vice versa. Some days be like that. Motivation sometimes comes from thin air. Yeah, that's the tough part, just trying to find the motivation. I think self-motivation is also probably one of the most important things. Though, I think for some people, trying to find the self-motivation, the motivational part is kind of difficult. Like, there's some things people do, they may feel very discouraged. You know, maybe, like, let's say, for example, it's like a competition, and then you entered it, and you expect to win first place. But you come in, like, second or third. It's like, for me, I feel like even if I get discouraged, and, you know, if you don't win, like, first place, it's like, whatever. Maybe if I try harder next time, then I'll get first place. But I think the most important thing is just to keep trying and keep experimenting. You have to get the ball rolling somehow. There's like some people that can like yap for like 3 hours or so. Like I saw one entire stream that was like a person talking for 3 hours straight. I don't know how people do it. I don't even know if I can do that. I like to think that maybe it's because maybe for some people they have like super high energy. I don't really have that high of an energy tank. Like like I'm more of the type of person that does like everything at once, and then when it's done, it's just done. Like I don't have anything left after I give it like my all. There's no extra fuel. There's none of that. I tried doing a 24-hour stream once. It did not work out. So, it's kind of like one of those things. For me, yapping only occurs in stuff I'm interested in, like tech. Tech, huh? Kinda reminds me of like the Google graveyard. I don't know if you've seen it before. But there's a lot of inventions that Google used to make that didn't really follow through. And they kind of just abandoned them. I don't know if we ever went over this. I know we talked about a little bit of it. Like way back when. I don't know if I want to like go on this tangent, but we can try and do that. I mean, just for the moment. Maybe I should have called this like the Google graveyard stream. But yeah, this is the Google graveyard. There's a ton of inventions here that were... I'm sure they were created by some wonderful, creative people. Most of them... There's a lot. There's over 296 creations of tech. They terminate a lot of stuff like Google Stadia. Is Stadia on here? Oh, it is! It killed almost 2 years ago. Google Stadia was a cloud gaming service combining a Wi-Fi gaming controller and allowed users to stream gameplay through web browsers, TV, mobile apps, and Chromecast. It was about 3 years old. That's very old. Well, I don't know if anybody ever used Google Stadia. Has anybody ever tried using it? Like, I've heard of it, but I did not touch a single thing. Like, it just didn't interest me in that regard. I felt as though that literally, like, cloud gaming, like anything could just, like, is one in the same thing, but you have to pay for the service. Like, I didn't really partake in that. It's sort of like streaming, like not live streaming. It's sort of like Netflix and like all those other streaming services. Like I personally haven't watched TV in like a long time. I don't know however many people like feel the same way. Like I don't watch a whole lot of TV. Like when it comes to like news or like I used to be very old fashioned. Like back in I think back in high school I was still reading like newspapers. Not because I was like a boomer or something. This was like back like 10 years ago or so. It's not that old. But we still had like newspaper stands, and I would just like go to the post office just to get like newspapers. But now there's no longer newspapers, so whatever news I get, I could just look at my phone. I used it maybe like twice. Xbox and PlayStation is doing cloud gaming better anyways. Is Xbox still a thing? I thought it was more so. I don't know. I know that Xbox kind of got in trouble with like players because they felt as though there weren't like a whole bunch of good Xbox exclusive games. So they thought to themselves, what was the point of buying an Xbox One if there's no exclusives on there? I heard a lot of people give that sentiment. So they would rather just purchase like a PS5. Well, maybe not a PS5. It's like I feel like the Xbox is a lot cheaper. So it's weird to me that you can play the same games, but a lot of people go for like the PlayStation 5. Like it like it seems like a cheaper alternative to buy the Xbox One, even though it doesn't have exclusives. Does the I know PlayStation, I think it has some exclusives. I know it has I think God of War is like an exclusive. But that's like the only one I know of. And that's for like PlayStation 5. Or not PlayStation 5. It's for the PlayStation. But then they ported that over to the PC, which is no longer like an exclusive. So how many people still play like console games? I feel like barely anybody still do. Like I'm kind of curious, right? So like I know a lot of people are invested into playing games, but I want to know like what's the percentage of people who play console games versus like people who are on like the PC, right? Or there's like 3 different categories. No, there's 4 categories. There's mobile, there's console, there's handheld, and then there's the PC master race. So I'm kind of curious. Because that's something I don't really know. Like, what's the demographics? I guess Game Pass is the only redeeming factor about Xbox. Game Pass. I'm kind of curious. What types of like games do people play nowadays? Like, do they play like multiplayer games, like shooters? Like, do they play like Overwatch? I know there's like one new game out that's I think it's called like Marvel's Rivals or something. Do people like competitive games? Like, I know a lot of people are invested into like League of Legends and like Dota 2, but like I just can't bring myself to get into that sort of genre. Like, what makes it fun? That's something I don't really know why it's fun. Is it like the adrenaline where you get into it and then you compete and then you win, or I don't know what's like the 'cause, like I tried it. I tried like maybe actually that's a stupid question. I feel like what's like the thrill of it? I used to play like FPS games back when I was like in my teenage years and like my college years. Like I used to play like Crossfire, Counter Strike, and there's like this one game made by like Nexon. What was it? I think it was called like Combat Arms. Yeah, I played like a ton of those games, but I even then I never asked myself why do I ever play these games. Like it's like you probably think it's like for fun, but I never really like questioned like why I did it. Because to me, it didn't really feel like fun. It just felt like something to do. It's like yeah, I was good at it, but did I really like it? Probably not. I've heard of Marvel Rivals. It's decent. I've tried. I think I haven't tried it yet, but I've seen a lot of gameplay for it. Let me see. I don't really want to go on Steam because for whatever reason, Steam always like has some nudity on the front page. Like, and it always recommends me that. Like, it's on the new and trending tab, so it's kind of risky. Okay, there's nothing here. Good. There's no nudity. Luckily, this time there isn't. But yeah, I used to be really somewhat big into like FPS games, but I've never truly had fun playing them. If anything, I just felt bad for people losing. I only have a PS5 for Spider-Man and a Switch for Nintendo games and PC for everything else. I still have like my Nintendo Switch, and I haven't touched the thing in like over a year or so now. What I think the last time I played like any Nintendo Switch game, like it's under my desk right now. It's on my computer tower. It's like on the top of it. And I haven't touched this thing in like over like a year or so. I think it's been over a year. Let me see. The last time I ever played a Nintendo game, a Switch game, was... Hold on, I'm looking through it. I'm just trying to see where it is. I know what it was. I know it was Pokemon. Yeah, I checked out like the DLC for like Pokemon Scarlet, and that was like over a year ago. So I haven't touched a Nintendo Switch game in a long time. Switch 2 is releasing this year. It is? Why though? Let me see. Switch 2. I really hope that they don't make like... I hope they make like backwards compatibility. I'm sure they will, but I don't really see the point of Switch 2. There's only like one handheld console that I think is like that can like compete with the Switch. And that's what is it? The Steam Deck. Literally the only console that that pretty much everyone knows is either from Nintendo or from Steam. And it's kind of funny because Nintendo rules the handheld market. Like, nobody can compete with it. I think that's the sad part. I played CSGO and TF2 back in the day to kill time. TF2. That's Team Fortress 2, right? I've heard a lot about this game, but I've never gotten into it. Like, I was kind of late to the party. I've never heard anybody back on like the school grounds, like in middle school or like even late early high school. They never talked about Team Fortress 2. And by then, when I discovered it, it was already too late. So I was never really like able to get into it. Maybe it's because Steam wasn't as big at the time. But I would have probably liked Team Fortress 2. But there's one thing I've heard of is that when people still play this game and it's really popular, but they don't get any updates. And yet they still play it. And it's kind of amazing to me because it kind of shows that even if they don't update the game, it's a really good game that lasts for a long time. It's like essentially like an architect who built like a who's like who has to design a building, but they have to design it to last for like 20 years or so. And this is essentially the same thing. So Valve built a game that will last for a long time, that doesn't need updates because the foundation holds up really well. Like, people can go back to it and they probably still enjoy it. So, like, unironically, that's something that I kind of want to get, or something that I want to do someday. I want to make something that lasts. But that's really hard. That's really difficult. Like, there's some things that people make that will become an instant classic, and people will remember fondly and go back to it. And even then, they will still enjoy it. That's something I want to be able to do, but I don't know what. It's really difficult to try and accomplish something like that. Whether it be a movie, it could be a game, or it could be a video of some kind. Switch 1 outsold the PS2? Really? Why? I like the PS2. Why did it outsell that? The PS2 was extremely popular. Do people just buy the Switch for Pokemon? There's only a handful of games that I know that are on the Switch, and it's only exclusive to the Switch. One is what is it? The Legend of Zelda, and the other is Pokemon. So I can't help but feel like there's kind of a low bar for exclusives. Are there any like other Switch exclusives that I can't think of like off the top of my head? Well, actually no. There's Super Mario, there's Pokemon, and there's The Legend of Zelda. Smash Bros. And Mario Kart? Okay, you're right about that. That and Animal Crossing. I'm kind of curious like what we have on the trending page. There's Gym Simulator 24. There's so many of these games. These are probably the easiest games that you can make as like a developer that's trying to like actively, I don't know, make money of some kind. You can make like any simulator game and just have it be somewhat realistic to what people want to do in real life. but emulate that in a game and like do little mini chores, and you can make like a lot of money off it. See, there's like probably 2,000 people that paid like $11 for this. And the fee for people to make money on Steam, you have to pay Steam $100 just to list it. I think $100. So you have to pay $100 to list it, and then however much money you sell it for, and you get back like, I don't know, maybe like 50% or so. Like simulator games, I feel like are the easiest to make. That and horror games, but if anybody like right now, if they need like a game idea, just make a simulator game. Don't try making like a horror game of any kind. Horror games are like really lazy, and people will see right through it. But if you make a simulator game and it has like bugs and glitches, that's just part of the experience. Whereas if it's a horror game, then people will just see, oh, that's just a PNG. They didn't put a whole lot of effort into it. But you could just do this. It's really easy. It's like, it's so simple too. But people like it. People like these games. I like Truck Simulator and Goat Simulator. I've heard a lot about Goat Simulator. I know one person recommended it to me like a while ago, but I've never gotten the chance to play it. I don't know if it's like good or not. I think you just like run around and destroy stuff, right? Oh yeah, look at that. Building treadmills. Mopping the floors. Yeah. Place your ad here. Buying stuff in the stores to use in your store. Man, making these types of games, it's just really easy. You know what these remind me of? Like back when, I don't know how many people used to play like Roblox, but oh god, don't look at that. But back when I used to play like Roblox, I think I was like 10, 12 years old. There used to be like tycoon games that were just like time wasting. You would just like buy maybe, not buy. You would go into the game and then you click whatever area, and that would be your small plot of land. And you would like wait stuff out until like it generates money or something. And then you just repeatedly just buy stuff over and over. And there was like nothing else. So it was like worse than this. And I used to like try, I tried playing those games and it was just like so boring. It's like essentially brain rot, but it's like what is it, 2010 brain rot. So yes, I've played brain rot before, but that was before it was rotting your brain. It reminds me of shovelware, like crap games ported to consoles like Wii or Xbox Live or PSN. Xbox Live? People still pay for like Xbox Live. Oh, they pay for like the Game Pass, right? I know Game Pass is really popular. It's like really well worth it. Like you can get a lot of popular games just with the pass for free. And that amazes me. That's something that PC players don't get. Can you imagine if like you're on the PC and you had like a Game Pass for Steam? And you can play any game you want, but you just had to pay like a small fee for it? Like, that would be really huge. That would... I think that would even give like console players who stick to the Xbox or PlayStation a run for their money. Like, if you just had a Game Pass on PC for like Steam, like Steam's a whole lot more popular than like every other platform, like Epic Games. They have PC Game Pass now on Windows. Yeah, but who's ever heard of Windows? Who goes on Windows to play games? Like, usually whenever I go on like Windows, like whenever I go on like Windows, it's usually for like a problem that I have to fix for my computer. Like, if there's an error message and I have no idea what it's about, I just go to Microsoft and I look at the website. It's like, why is my computer freezing up? Nobody goes to Microsoft to play games. I don't think they do. Hey Phoenix, how's it going? We were just talking about like games and like game passes and like, I don't know, stuff to do or like stuff to talk about. Yeah, are you relaxing or are you still like doing chores? Game passes, you? Oh, I wanted to, I know this is kind of cringe, but I wanted to buy like this, I play like Elder Scrolls Online whenever I have the time. Oh look, there's Wizard 101 down here, cool. Yeah, I know this is kind of cringe, but I wanted to buy this. Like, I wanted to buy it during like when it was on sale for like $10, because $40 for like a DLC I feel like is a bit too much. Like, nowadays I feel like you can, like, for developers of like online games, you could just charge whatever you want, like $40 or like $50. Like, have it be as much as like a game that comes out, a fully AAA title game that gets released, and people will buy it. So it's like, imagine $40 just gone for maybe like 2 hours of content. Cleaning, starting with the attic. Nice. The attic, huh? Did you find any treasures or antiques up there? The illusion of price meaning value. Like, the only time, like, I do agree with you, the only time I ever buy games, and don't look at like my like oh, this was like, I don't know if you guys like were here when I did this, but I went to like one of those Coinstar machines. And I had like a piggy bank full of change. So you could just go to like one of those machines with like a lot of change, and you could exchange it for like Steam credit. Like, that was just like amazing. I thought that was like, wow. I can go to the grocery store and I just put in change and I get Steam, like Steam cash. And I don't have to pay a fee for that. They do that for a lot for wine. Oh, that reminds me. You guys, have you guys heard of like there was like one experiment when you say like the value of perceived value of like whatever it is. There's like one experiment people did with like wine, not wine. They did do it with wine, but there was also, I think this is what you were talking about. Actually, no. Let me do this. Shoe experiments. Oh yeah, I think I can watch this. This should be okay. No treasures, but forgotten trash. There are sure a ton of suitcases up here. Nice. Phoenix gonna go on vacation. But yeah, there was like this one experiment where there was a shoe company that opened up a fake luxury store where it was just like a bunch of cheap shoes. and they and people thought it was like expensive, so they thought it was like really valuable, but you could just buy it for like a couple dollars. Hold on, let me see if I could play it.
Making headlines by the chain Payless Shoes. They held a grand opening of a luxury store with a different name but the same shoes.
Yeah.
And charged hundreds more for those same shoes. Customers paid. Here's ABC's Kana Whitworth.
Behold, Palessi.
We built a fake luxury store in Los
Palessi.
Angeles and filled it with
It's
Payless
1,000%
shoes.
upcharge.
The guests at our grand opening party had no idea.
Guests invited to check out what looked like a luxury shoe shop.
They're elegant, sophisticated. I just think it's so classy.
And I could tell it was made with high quality material.
Yeah, it's made with high
$35
quality
shoe
material
going
from
for
a sweatshop.
$645, an 1,800% markup. Store owners sat on their heels as fashion influencers emptied their wallets.
I would pay 400, 500. Yeah, people are gonna be like, "Where'd you get those? Those are amazing."
Then they're let in on the
Where'd you
prank.
get those?
These are actually from Payless.
You've got to be kidding me.
Shut up. Are you serious?
But those shoppers were refunded their money and they got to
Why?
keep the shoes.
Why refund their
David
money?
Payless calling it a provocative social experiment designed to challenge today's image-conscious culture. Either way, it was an effective PR stunt.
Yeah.
David.
Clearly a marketing ploy, but they paid. Kana, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel.
Why would they do that? That's so dumb. Don't refund them their money. Let them learn the lesson. They gotta learn the quality lesson of some kind, right? Man, why would they do that? They said it was worth $400 and they paid $400. I feel like they got their money's worth. Oh, hold on. I gotta find my mouse cursor. Damn, where did it go? Okay, there it is. Yeah, that was kind of interesting. Probably made for $5 in China. A lot of like luxury stuff, I feel like it's kind of a ripoff. So I feel like for guys though, I don't know if like it maybe I can't say like the same thing for everybody. For guys, I feel like it's a lot different. Like we don't have anything that's like super expensive that like guys buy into. But for girls, like there's so many things like makeup and like what is it, beauty and like bath care and like all that sort of stuff. That I feel like you could easily get scammed a lot easier than it is for like a guy. Like there's probably like nothing, like I can't say the same for like every guy out there, but like I'm obviously not gonna get fooled by like jewelry or something. Jewelry. Or like cars or any of that. Like if I see a car and it looks like a piece of crap, then it is what it is. Like it's not expensive or anything, and I already know. I guess it kind of depends. Oh, there's also like one experiment with what was it? One experiment with McDonald's. Where there was like I think a YouTuber who did this experiment and tried to label it as like a luxury burger of some kind, and they served it to random people at some sort of convention, and people thought I would pay upwards of like $30 or $40 for this. This is definitely worth it. And it was just a McDonald's hamburger. I wonder if I can watch this. I think this is what it is. There's also another one that was like made 2 weeks ago. There's like plenty of these videos. Hey, thank you, Kazi. Thank you for the super chat. You don't really have to donate, but thank you so much. I know guys who go crazy for colon, belts, cars, and sneakers. Really? I don't know of anybody that's like into sneakers and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, there's like another video here. It's not as well as like the other one, but it's sort of... It's kind of funny because this stuff still holds true even to this day. Like, this is 10 years old, and so many people have watched it.
Hoi, leuk dat je kijkt naar Live Hunters. Mijn naam is Sascha. Ik ben Cedric. En vandaag gaan we naar de voedselbeurs in Houten om wat hapjes te presenteren van ons culinair hoogstaand restaurant. Nu hebben we natuurlijk helemaal geen restaurant, laat staan
I don't know what
culinair
they're
hoogstaand.
saying.
Dus wij gaan even een bezoekje brengen aan de Mac.
It's okay,
om wat
guys,
hapjes
I'll
te halen en
translate.
deze te presenteren aan de voedselkenners op de beurs.
It's okay,
Let's
okay,
go.
I'll translate. Don't worry. This is dubstep hipster music.
Is serieus? Die tomaat die ligt me echt al jaar.
Man, can you imagine like 2015 editing was like this? It had to be like really edgy and you had like a bunch of
Bij de
shots.
expo in Houten met een tas vol lekkernijen van je favoriete restaurant, de McDonald's. Hier binnen stikt het natuurlijk van de professionals op gebied van culinaire hoogstandjes. We gaan even kijken wat deze
See,
mensen...
what they're saying is
hier
they're gonna go into the building
Gaan we
with a
zeker doen.
bag and people are gonna interpret it as like a bomb of some kind. I don't know why it's muted here. They must have played like copyrighted music. Oh my god, I'm gonna get copyrighted too, huh? Because I watched this video. I hope not.
Ik heb deze meloen genomen. Heerlijk. Ja, het is inderdaad.
It is really good.
Ik vind hem goed.
It needs a little bit more spice though.
Ja,
Yeah.
niet te plakkerig. Lekker.
Ja, hij zit lekker.
I don't know what the fuck I ate. This is good. It needs more salt.
Ja, een beetje vochtiger.
De tijd van de zoetigheid is voorbij. Nu gaan we over op de echte McDonald's Classics. Dus even kijken wat de mensen daarvan
You
vinden.
put some special sauce from In-N-Out on that. They'll never know the difference.
Een proefkip?
Ja, dat is
Yeah,
de bedoeling.
Dat
yeah,
is het ook
alright.
volgens mij.
Hij is lekker stevig, goede bijt.
I don't know
Ik vind
about
het ook
that.
nog een beetje...
Ik proef vis, het lijkt op kabeljauw. Hij rolt lekker in mijn mond.
Is that like a filet-o-fish?
Prima.
Er komt wat warmte vrij in de mond.
De smaak is wel heel vol.
En je hebt al heel veel smaak.
Was het taai? Was het...
Nee, totaal niet.
Als je dit naast bijvoorbeeld een McDonald's zou zetten, wat vind je het belangrijkste verschil?
Ik vind het sowieso veel lekkerder. En dat het biologisch is gewoon natuurlijk altijd goed.
Ja.
Het is ook beter voor je.
Er zit wel volle smaak aan.
Ja,
Ja, het is sowieso lekkerder dan McDonald's. Je proeft gewoon echt het verschil dat dit...
It's definitely higher
is.
quality
Ja.
than
Ja,
McDonald's.
ja, zeker wel.
Ja, hier zit wel veel meer smaak aan als bij McDonald's.
I paid me
Ja.
like $50.
Ja, dat merkt u direct.
Ja.
Wel.
Ja.
Ja, wat ik vind het lekker, het is puur. Het is ja, wat ik zeg, puur. En puur natuurproducten. En dat
Ja.
maakt het wel hartstikke lekker, ja.
Heerlijk.
Ja?
Ja,
Wat vond u er het lekkerst aan?
die zoete tomaatjes.
De zoete tomaat.
Okay, I can't keep translating. There's so many people.
Zo. Die werd zo rood als een kip. Nou, dat was mijn dagje weer wel. Wat hebben we hier vandaag geleerd, C?
Dat als je tegen mensen zegt dat iets biologisch is.
Alright, hold on. Let me see. What did the captions say? I should have just turned this on the entire time. You know, one thing I'm really surprised by? You know, it's one thing I'm kind of surprised by? Like, the title is like in English, but they're speaking, I think, they're speaking Dutch, right? That's so weird. Like the video is entirely in a different language, but it's in English. But let's see what they're saying. It definitely tastes a lot tastier. It's definitely a lot tastier than McDonald's. You can tell that this is a lot more pure. Yeah. That's something I kind of want to do. Maybe I'll go to like McDonald's, or I'll go to like maybe Burger King. And then go to a convention, set up like a booth. Then you just feed people Burger King burgers, and I'll just tell them they're luxury burgers. They'll never know the difference. Okay. You'll dress up as like a frog? Sure, why not? That could be my next video. Froggy went to some sort of Comic-Con convention, and he tried serving people Burger King burgers. As luxury brand burgers. Called Le Burger King. What's a good name for something really fancy? I'm trying to remember. I know it was like in Pulp Fiction. They were talking about like burgers and all that. But I forgot like the one name that it was called. French sounding? Yeah, it has to be something sophisticated. It has to be something that people generally don't know much about, but they think it's really fancy. Yeah, you can't call it. You can't just say like Le Quarter Pounder. Yeah, it has to be something like really sophisticated, like, and also kind of stupid, like Pelesi. I don't know if I can oh my god. Hold on. We're moving into dangerous territory. This one says Isekai Reincarnation Magic Cock. I don't know why that's new and trending, but it's on there. Every single time I go on Steam, there's always like some sort of warning. Like I like it's so dangerous trying to search this stuff on Steam. And I don't know why it's like new and trending. Cursed Digicam. Okay, it's just... There's so many games here, though. It kind of makes you think whether or not there's like settings to avoid like the nudity on that and all that. Like, I don't mind looking at like the nudity, but if it's on stream, then it's just gonna... I don't know, it's gonna cause problems. Hamburg. I don't know, Phoenix. I don't know about Hamburg. Needs something more. Oh, I remember now. What they said in Pulp Fiction. They call it a Royale with cheese. Call it Le Royale. Make it like spectacular. Make it royalty of some kind. And then people will buy it, and people say, "Oh, that tastes really good. A lot better than fast food chains." Burger King could be Leroy Grill, which means the grilled king. Oh, that's a good one. Leroy King. Leroy Grill. See, this is why we need people that have like creative names, so that we can make big money. See, we need a wordsmith. There's so many kind of interesting games here. What the heck? My summer car. This has 77,000 reviews. And this was on January 8th. Why is this popular? It was released 2 days ago. That's kind of insane. That's pulling in like triple-digit numbers or triple-A numbers. Have you guys heard of My Summer Car? What makes this so good that it had to be played by like 77,000 people over the course of 2 days? My Summer Car is the ultimate car owning, building, fixing, tuning, maintenance, and permadeath life survival simulator. You start the game with hundreds of loose parts and assemble both car and engine. Damn, would you guys play this game? You gotta survive and you gotta build a car. Wow. Even more surprising, this is like the only game they've made. That's really interesting. It's Amistech. Let me watch the trailer. Let's watch it together. Actually, maybe I don't know. Let's see. Maybe I won't get copyrighted. Oh, you get to run over people? Yes. That seems like Life Simulator.
I'll tell you why this is not a Funcam.
Oh, excellent commentary.
Because only car that is assembled eventually breaks down. Cops do not care about your car.
Oh, this is like GTA.
Watching rally is so addicting you burn your food.
Oh, this is GTA 6. Oh my god. This is what people have been waiting for.
Dance band performs in play. Nobody is paying you to play computer commands.
Holy crap.
Grandma keeps repeating the same old crap. Only death saves you from working all the time.
This is the discounted version of GTA 6.
In every competition you are most likely the slowest one.
But it's still equally as good. And you can do everything in this game. Holy crap.
When you nail that handbrake turn, nobody sees it. And when you file it, there are spectators witnessing it. Car maintenance does not increase quality of life. And ignoring it can make things...
Oh my god. Oh, I thought he was gonna blow it up. That's cool. Speaking of GTA 6, will you get it or stream it? I don't know if I'll stream it. Maybe I'll just probably play it on my own. I don't think it's like a game that I would play on stream. I don't know. Maybe. I don't even know when it's like coming out or like when it will be coming out. Like, I will say though, if it does come out, it'd probably be like, I don't know, like one megabyte. Or not 1 megabyte, it'll be like 1 terabyte. It's gonna need like a lot of space. Like, it's probably one of the most anticipated games of, what is it? Of like the current generation. It has a lot of hype, so it has a lot of big shoes to fill. I forgot it's not getting a PC release, unfortunately, till rumored 2030. Console release this year. Really? They're gonna let down a lot of PC players? I don't think they would do that. Ooh, because I played LA Noire. What is this? The Bed We Made is a third-person mystery game in which you play as a maid in the 1950s hotel and snoop around strangers' rooms to uncover their deadly secrets. Discover what links guests together in this tale of love, heartbreak, and murder. Oh, so this is like Clue. Ooh. Cool. By Low Birth Games. Low birth names. I mean, Rockstar CEO said PC players are too cheap. What? When the fuck did they say that? Who said PC players are too cheap? Don't they know that Wizard 101 players are whales? Don't they know that Genshin Impact players, 99% of them play on the PC? where did he know? Where did the word cheap come from? PC players have like $2,000 computers. They're definitely not cheap. That's the first thing I've heard of. Cheap. That's not in a PC player's vocabulary. You know, like some people who have like PCs, they have like, what is it? The RGB keys. They have like a light up keyboard. They also have like a glow in the dark tower. Even have like 5 monitors. Like, I have none of that. Like I could be cheap too, but like I can fork over money when it requires. Rockstar wants Shark Card sales to be big. Don't they have like GTA Online? Isn't that still a thing? Oh, you mean these? These are the Shark Cash Cards. Oh wait, on GTA 5 comes with online, right? Or is that like a separate thing? No, it's part of it. I thought it was separate. Apparently not. GTA 5 Criminal Enterprise Starter Pack. Yeah, I gotta become the criminal mastermind. Entire drug empire all at your fingertips. What is there even to do in like GTA Online? I can't imagine there'd be like something good. Like, I always thought like GTA Online, you just like maybe rob NPCs and then like maybe you can do like heists or something. But I don't know like what else is there to do in that game. There's like one game I do kind of want to play. It's Subnautica. Like, it might seem really lame, but I really like maybe going to like the depths of the ocean and just like seeing the ocean life there. It seems like a really cool game. But maybe it's not a game that I'd probably stream. It's like a game I'd probably play on my own. Like, there's some things, like, I will never stream. And then there's some things that I will probably stream. Like, say for example, if I went on Wizard 101, and I did nothing but just, like, do gardening. Then, I don't think people would want to watch that. It's like watching paint dry. So, I feel the same way with, like, some games that they're just, like, not very good to stream. Hey guys, today we're gonna stream Wizard 101 Gardening. I'm gonna use the Flute Symphony, and then I'll use the Rain Downpour. And now we're gonna sit here and we're gonna wait till the green bar just passes through and then it turns into mature. And then we're gonna wait for that bar to fill up. And then it's gonna turn to elder. And then we will reap the rewards of our harvest. And it's gonna take about 8 hours. Yeah, I don't think anybody would want to watch that. I'll be completely honest. Watching Wizard 101 PvP. I don't even know if I want to do like PvP either. That feels like very... I don't know. Like, if you were to do PvP, I feel like you have to be good at it and you have to win. I feel the same way with people who... And I know this was like way back when Fortnite used to be really big. But for a lot of people who watch like Fortnite, or they watch like any gameplay, usually they watch the person because they're really good at it. So, like, I feel like if you lose a lot, then people might not necessarily care that much. Hey, Flame Bro. Hey, boss, good evening. Yes, it is a very good evening. Yeah, we're just talking a lot about games, and then, like, a few other things. Yeah, we're browsing Steam. It's a very risky browsing session. Oh, so this is the game that people have been playing. Marvel Rivals. I'm not gonna play like the trailer, but supposedly this is like a very good game. Have you guys played Marvel Rivals? Like, I could never play like any competitive game. Like Overwatch, Counter-Strike, anything that in like a team-based thing, and then like play this and like have it like on a stream. I'm already almost one above all in Rivals. Like, I would never play this game on Steam. Not on Steam. I would never play these types of games on stream because I feel like it's not very entertaining to watch. Right? Like, I don't know, maybe it's just me, because, like, for me, it's more about, like, talking with people, and more, like, engaging with them, and, like, about what's going on. Because if I had to, like, do this, like, gameplay, and, like, kill people, or, like, I don't know, like, shoot a bunch of people, I'd have to, like, focus on that, and then I wouldn't be able to, like, talk with people. No, but I heard apparently there is good character design. Oh, you mean the jiggle physics. You don't need to put quotation marks, Phoenix. We know what you're talking about. We're all guys here, I think. I play for the assets. There we go, now we know. One above all is just top 500. Can't even play League of Legends or Dota. Froggy, I just got the notification ping for the live stream. I don't know what's wrong with YouTube. YouTube it just pings people somewhat late, or they ping it really early. You got the notification ping on Discord. I don't know, for me, I don't know if you guys experience like the same thing, but whenever I stream on YouTube, and it's my own stream, I would, like, 2 hours after I finish streaming, YouTube notifies me of my own stream after I'm done, and I don't know why it does that. It's like, hey, we know you streamed. You want to see your own stream? Hold on, let me see. Let me show you guys what I mean. I don't know why it does that. It's just so stupid. What's a good example? Oh yeah, here's a good example. From 3 weeks ago. Says Froggy's posted Christmas movie watch-along night. And that was 3 weeks ago. Hold on, let me see if I can show you guys on here. Maybe that's better. Hold on, it'll show up. Just you wait. Sometimes YouTube even recommends me like random things. Yeah. Froggy's posted Christmas movie watch-along night, and it was like my own. this. Sometimes YouTube just recommends me my own thing that I just posted. I don't know why it does that, but it happens. And look, there's Flame Bro. Yeah, that's just, like, it happens, but not very often, but it does happen. "101 Wizard." Yeah. Oh my god, League of Legends. Why do people play League of Legends? I don't understand that. I never played League of Legends before. But back when I knew somebody that did play it, they used to say I'm hard stuck in like diamond or like platinum or something. And they were like, I can't get out of the rank. I was like, what do you get in rank? And people said, I guess skins. Maybe that's why people play League of Legends. They play it for the skins. Desktop Mate. Oh, this came out 3 days ago. Oh, you guys want a desktop mate? Your own virtual waifu? You can have your own virtual froggies here to annoy the fuck out of you when you're browsing your desktop. I'm just kidding, you guys can't do that. That's cool. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. Desktop Mate is next generation desktop mascot platform that brings cute girl characters to your computer. They can sit on top of windows, jump between windows, or play with your mouse, as if they are really there, giving you a new experience of interaction. Yeah. Cool. I'm kind of curious now. Let me add this. I'm gonna try it out on my own, but that's something like... Oh, it says... Wait. It's $15. Reminds me of AI girlfriends. AI girlfriends. Is that like a safe search? This is coming soon. Cool. I'm just curious. Sometimes, like, if I see something that I think is interesting, I'll just, like, go test it on my own. Like, if it's free, it's like, it's at no cost, I might as well try. Oh my god. I didn't mean to do that. The mouse just scrolled up on its own. I hope YouTube doesn't, like, strike me for that. Hey, Circle. Is that what it's called? Circle? CTRL? How am I? I hope you're doing well yourself. I'm doing okay. We're just browsing Steam. There's a lot of games on here. Toy Shop Simulator. I swear, every single time I see simulator games, if everybody could just make a simulator game, imagine how much money you would make. Another way of getting paid. Why are these games so popular? Oh! Have you guys ever heard of, like, Warhammer? Are you guys, like, into, like, the whole lore of it? Because for whatever reason, like, whenever... like, I feel like for, like, this series or whatnot, a lot of people really like it. But like, when I look at it, I could just never get into it. Like, it's just... I don't know. Like, it looks cool, but I don't know why. It's just... Maybe it's because of the name or, like, some of the stuff in it. Maybe it's because I don't like Star Wars. Maybe it might offend some people, but I can't get into Warhammer just from, like, the look of it. I also know that, like, for the lore, there's, like, a ton out there. And there's even, like, channels that make, like, hour-long series. Just, like, talking about, like, the different factions. Like, I'm sure it's a good game. But I don't know about you guys. I don't get the war story of Warhammer, to be honest. I don't really know either. I have no lick of an idea or any kind. I know nothing about Warhammer 40k. All I know is that there's like space marines in like heavy armor. That's about it. Oh, and there's like different factions. Let me see, what other games? Oh, what happens if I go to free games? Oh. Hey, the first thing that it shows me when I go to free-to-play games, it shows me Overwatch 2. It shows me like mostly negative. Why would it do that? Usually, like when you have like this top spot here, you want people to like play it, and you want it to be like overwhelmingly positive. But a lot of people, they don't like Overwatch 2. I forget why like it's mostly like negative. Was it because Overwatch promised to deliver something but they didn't do it? Like I don't really know why it's like mostly negative, because a lot of people still play Overwatch. Even though it's like extremely negative of some like for whatever reason. Damn, here's Dota 2. Man, I'm so surprised with how popular like Marvel Rivals is. Like, there's like how many people? Let me check first. I'm sure there's like 100,000 concurrent players. Maybe that's being generous. But the other Steam game that we saw that had like 70,000 reviews, it was made by like an indie developer. So the way I think of it, if it's made by like a AAA developer, I thought it would be like a lot more popular with a lot more reviews. So there's over 600,000 people that are concurrently playing. What's the most popular game right now? Oh, it's Marvel Rivals. Cool. Oh, and Dota 2 and Counter-Strike 2 are still number 2 and 3. Oh, Power World is still on here. Why? Isn't that amazing? Power World is just as popular as GTA 5. You guys still play Power World? I don't think anybody still does that. I still have like Power World, like not downloaded, but it's still in my library, and I still haven't touched it in like I don't know, a year or so. I do know that for like Power World, they did get copyright struck by they got copyright struck by Nintendo. Or they got claimed by Nintendo, so they were like, nah, you can't do this. So what Power World did was supposedly they turned all the Pokeballs into like cubes. So there's like another way to like capture the Palmons. And that somehow is supposed to circumvent the lawsuit by just changing them into cubes. Let me see if that's true or not. Because I heard it. I don't know if it's like true. Okay, the first thing I see is that they're adding sex to Power World. I'm curious, what does this mean? Maybe that's like clickbait, but I don't know for sure. Look, it says they're adding sex to Power World. Let me see what this means. We must do research.
Power World has been under controversy for stealing from many other games, but now they're stealing from real life. They're adding sex to the game. A few months ago, the devs for the game Cult of the Lamb made a tweet claiming they would add sex to the game if their Twitter reached 300,000 followers. And it did, and they did add sex to the game.
Whoa.
But that's not the entire story. When this tweet was made, the Palworld Twitter responded saying, "That's not a bad idea. What if Palworld had 100K? I wonder." One of the replies...
Did they do it? How long was this? This was 10 months ago. You guys know if they added sex to the game? It's crazy to see this jump in my feed after the leaks. Okay, well, I don't really want to look at the leaks. That's cool. They're really adding it. Nasty, but... well, they would never do that in Pokemon. Oh, Palworld made changes to summoning pals.
Yes.
Yes?
Next to you. At first glance, I didn't really understand why this change was made, but then I remembered that one of the patents in the lawsuit talks about a throwing mechanic.
Oh, you can't... Oh, I see. So you can't... You can't just throw the balls. You just have it to the side, and then that's the change.
And just chuck my pal in the opposite direction and so on. It seems like now you have to just kind of run away in a different direction once the pal engages the boss.
What?
Now let's look at the second change. The reticle will now only be displayed when aiming.
Reticle will only explain... Okay.
Makes it harder to just throw a pal sphere when riding or gliding. As for aiming with weapons or grappling guns, it doesn't personally affect me very much because I usually prefer aiming with them anyway. But I can also see this change potentially being a little inconvenient for some people.
Ah, okay, so you can't shoot at stuff. You gotta be a blind stormtrooper.
The lawsuit in any way, then I hope they make this an option in the setting.
Oh, okay, so the only thing that they changed was just the balls. And the way you throw them. So, they didn't actually, like, change the balls into cubes. See, so Nintendo did do something. They just moved the arm of the player. That's cool. Gotta change the animations. Guys can no longer throw the balls to summon the Pokemon. See, that's copyrighted by Nintendo. You can't throw a football in real life now. You gotta use your feet. You gotta call it soccer. Interesting. What else is popular? Oh my god, bananas on here. Why? Damn, this is so stupid. I don't know why this is on here. Have you guys like heard about this game? So this is just like Cookie Clicker, but you log on here and you just keep clicking this one banana, and then somehow it rewards you like a badge of some kind. Like you get these stupid magic NFT bananas, and you could sell them or you can like buy them. But but the thing is, like, it's a scam, but it's also like heavily botted. There was like a video made about this a long while ago. There's also plenty of other games that are doing this. I shouldn't call them games. They're not even games. It's just like a PNG that you click. But yeah, you click a lot, you earn bananas. Look at that. You get a spinning NFT galaxy banana. Oh, you can also get 100 infinity bananas. I don't know if I should keep showing you guys this. I feel like it might corrupt the mind of people who might watch. But then again, we're all sensible adults here. I'm sure there's no kid out here that would watch Froggies. If there's any kid watching, go back to Fortnite. Okay. My mind is now telling me NFT isn't a scam. Yeah, it's not a scam, it's modern art. You don't have to pay to get in to look at it. You can pay to have it on your computer. What do people call it? It's like within the net code or something. Oh, it's something it's something to do with the chain, the blockchain. Yeah, you can have like the numbers serialized. Everything's within the blockchain. Whatever the fuck that means. Oh, crab game. Oh, that's it. People still play this game. Wow, it's super popular. It was made by one person. I thought more people played it because there's like a new season of like Squid Game. Wallpaper engine. What is that? There's 89,000 people playing this. I wonder if anybody's like playing this right now in the chat. I have this as my screensaver, Froggies. I just loaded it up. It might farm a little bit of Bitcoin, but I still have it because it looks cool. I'd have a bunch of guns and a knife stabbed into the desk. Really, people play this? Isn't this just like a background, but it's like just animated? Wow. I feel like, I don't know, do you guys use this? I feel like it's kind of useless. Like, is it good for you guys to like use this? Like, would you use it if you don't know about it? Like, I used to use it in high school. Okay, so maybe I'm not like the 99% of like the audience, but you guys should take a look at my own hold on. You guys should take a look at my desktop here. And this should tell you that whether or not I actually care that much about my background. I've showed this many times before, but I gotta do this to seal the deal. Yeah, you guys see that? You guys see my background? Damn, look at that. There's a whole bunch of squares, Froggies. I thought that was an OBS background. Yeah, I have like a lot of stuff. Like a lot of icons, so it's not like anything that bothers me. Like, I don't look at my background, I just have it default. And that's just the way that it is. Like, whenever I do have a background up, I just play, like, whatever game, and it just blocks the background. So I never really get to see it. Okay, let me get back to... Alright, there we go. That's cool though. Wallpaper engine. People really... Oh, this is kind of cool. You can turn your desktop into a game. I don't know how I would do that with like 100 apps on my desktop though. Crosshair. What is that? That intrigues me. Overlay custom crosshairs on every game you play. Oh, isn't this kind of cheating though? If you have like crosshairs on like every game that you play, there's like some games that don't have a crosshair. You can make a second desktop by using Windows plus tab. I could, I mean, if I had like a second monitor. That reminds me though, I have to like go buy a, what is it? A second cable. So I can plug my graphics card into my second monitor. Or I have to plug my monitor into the graphics card. Cause so far I'm just working with like one single monitor. Damn, you can put crosshairs in any game, huh? You can put it in a non-FPS game too. How much does this actually help people? Does Marvel Rivals have like a crosshair? I feel like some people could take advantage of that. Guys, I'm gonna play League with a crosshair. I got this overlay. Balatro. This game seems really interesting, but I don't really... I like the card game aspect, but I don't think it's like a game that I would play. If I remember, this won like some sort of award at like the Game of the Year awards. Roblox with a crosshair? That would be very useful. I won't lie, that would be very useful. Okay. Okay. I don't think there's anything else here. Surprisingly, I've never tried Lethal Company. Like, it sounds fun. Like, it sounds like, what is it? Not Paranormal Activity. What was the other one called? It's one where you hunt like ghosts. What was it called? Something paranormal. No, not paranormal. What was it? Maybe if I click on this, it'll give me something. Oh, Phasmophobia. This is like one other game I've never played, but I've seen a lot of people play it. Alright. Oh, what else did I wanted to talk about? I think, you know what, I think we can talk about this like next time. I think it's better saved for, what is it? I think it's better saved for Origami Night. I've heard of that game. It's not something that I would play personally, unless I had friends, which I don't. Or if I had like maybe people around. But it does seem fun. Oh, NBA 2K. I don't know why. I don't know why it is. There's like one thing I still want to like talk about. Every single year they put out an NBA game or they put out anything to do with like 2K, and it's always the same old things, and people will still buy it, and they will always complain about it. So they know it's bad, but they still buy it. And I don't know why. Every single time I take a look at like the NBA series or anything with do with 2K, they always have like a bunch of ads in their games. And they have to like show you in like the loading screens to get every single bit as much as possible. So I'm assuming that's the same exact thing with this game. Like, I'm not into sports games myself, and I just don't know why people buy it. 2K has been the same since 2K13. I don't know why. I don't know why people keep buying these. Like, you have the same game year after year, but people still play they still play the newest year. And then they have like all these other collections or like packages, where it's like the All-Star edition, the standard edition, and then it's like $100, man. See, every single year people like buy it and then they complain. This game's a piece of shit. I played 26 hours. It's so unbelievably frustrating this game continues to be released in a broken mess it is year after year. See, I don't get it. I don't know why. Like, I feel like by now, if you buy into like the 2K games or any sports game, like year after year, you know what you're getting. 2K is greedy as fuck, doing anything for players to spend real money for VCs. What is VCs? I don't know what that means. Yeah, they can't fix the game. They don't even care about the game. They just want your money. And they spend like 86 hours. Like, if they're greedy as fuck, why do they spend so much time playing it? I don't understand. Did spend 113 hours. They only want our money. Well, it's kind of sad because they probably did get their money. Man, if only these guys just stopped playing after the 2-hour mark, then they could just get a refund. Oh, there's some dude that spent over 600 hours playing this. Why? How do you spend 600 hours? You know, one of these days, maybe we should play like one of the 2K games. And be like, don't froggies, don't fucking do it. It's $60. What's wrong with you? I unsubscribe. $60. You shall. But I want to know. I want to know why people play these. I'm kind of curious. Maybe we should like check it out. There's like 11 people waiting to buy this. See, I'm just so curious. But at $69, I don't know about that. That's so expensive. That'd be like an expensive experiment just to like see what the hell's going on and why people want to play it. You could play for an hour, then refund it, maybe. See, I just don't think that it's worth it, though. Like, I could do it for, like, the so-called content, but would people... Do people really want to see 2K25? I won't lie. Yeah, maybe next week or something, we can try that out. Probably gonna like regret it, but well, we'll see. I might give it a chance, who knows. Alright. It's not worth the energy. Oh, what is this? New Genesis Fantasy Star Online 2. It's a Weeby game. What is all this? Never played it, but I've heard things that people could just like cosplay whatever they want. It's like VR chat, but it's an MMO. Okay, all right. I think this is like a good stopping point for just chatting. After this, I gotta go edit stuff. Yeah, I got. Hopefully, I can get it out by tomorrow. Well, tomorrow's I'll just release that for members, and then like after that, it's gonna come out maybe on Sunday. I don't know what it like. You guys, you know, it's. I think I can like give you guys a sneak peek. I think it could be fun. Yeah, I've already edited like 75%. Nighty night. You don't want to see the sneak peek of what it is? It's not like anything that I think is too exciting. It's just I thought it was like a nice thing to do. See you next stream, Froggy, maybe. Hey, you know what? I think I could save it next stream. Or I don't know, maybe. Oh, wait, it's open. Okay. Yeah, recently I've been switching. I switched over to Adobe Premiere instead of like Sony Vegas, since it's so primitive. And I think it's been going a lot better. It's definitely a lot faster for editing, I mean. I think the name kind of gives it away, though. We real pros use Windows Movie Maker. It's kind of funny because I kind of recorded using like this outfit, but whatever. I'm not gonna like play it or anything, but oh, you know what? It doesn't spoil anything. That's good. It doesn't spoil anything. Yeah, you guys don't know what it's about anyways. It's fine. Yeah, but it's a lot. I still have to get through like maybe 70... Well, I don't know. It's almost done. It's like... Actually, you know what? It's about... 2 more minutes. I think I can get it done. But yeah, that's the video. It's probably gonna get released on Sunday or so. Yeah, take a wild guess on what you think it is. That looks like Adobe Premiere Pro. What? What? Huh? That looks like Adobe Premiere Pro. Damn, really? Wow, I didn't know that. Adobe Premiere Pro? I wish I could afford that. I don't know why you have to pay like a fee every month just for like editing software. I feel like that's so stupid. There's some programs where you can edit for free, like DaVinci Resolve, or there's some people that use like CapCut. I don't know what that is exactly. Like, but so far, whenever people keep vouching on like on these different softwares, I have to like switch to a new editing style because every single one is different. So yeah, whenever it's kind of hard because for me, I don't know how editing works for Adobe. So I tried learning it for like the past few weeks. And it's been going okay. It's just gonna take me a little bit more time. But I think overall it's I mean it's a little bit more difficult compared to Sony Vegas. Everything's more simplified in that. But every time I edit in Sony Vegas, it crashes. Every single time, every single goddamn time. I put like one PNG inside and it crashes. And then I lose an hour of progress. But here, I put it in Adobe Premiere Pro and it does nothing. It just works. So much more easier. Okay. But yeah, try to take a guess on what the video is. That's my little sneak peek. Alrighty. Wiz events? No, not Wiz events. No. It's something that I did like 5 years ago, and I decided to do it again. But it's kind of not that. It literally says it on like the title. Okay, alright. Yeah, I'm gonna like call it here. Thank you all for joining me for Zatsudan or just chatting. I hope you enjoyed chatting with me. I enjoyed like talking with you guys. I really appreciate it. Yeah, thank you all for being here. And on Sunday, it's gonna be origami making. I don't know if you guys would enjoy it, but it's just folding paper. So after this, I'm gonna edit a little bit more, wrap it up, and then Sunday, gonna release the video, and we're also gonna have origami. So, yeah. Hopefully the notification ping works. Hopefully it does. Let me see. Yeah, hopefully it's not late. Alrighty. Thank you all once again. I hope you guys have a good night. And bye-bye, everybody.